Crack the news to you guys. Yo, what's going on, Team 20? I hope you're all super well. Today is Friday. What do I know about Friday? Not a whole lot. I know it's the day before the weekend, and the weekend means playing games, usually for your club, I guess. And that's why I'm excited for the weekend, always. Now, it is a little bit different this week because I don't know whether I'm going to be playing this weekend. I'll need to speak to the coach afterwards because I know they have a trial match on Sunday. I've been with these guys for a fair few weeks, but you know, you never know with clubs. They might just want to play their squad players. They might want to really work on tactics. You just don't know. So I'll be sure to speak with him and find out whether or not I'll be playing on the weekend. If I am playing, awesome. A great opportunity for me to go out there and show to the coach what I can do and what value I can bring to the team. If I'm not playing, well, that's not so good, is it? Obviously, that's a negative, but we always need to be changing our perceptions to perceive everything as a positive and a benefit, even though it can be difficult. I want to play, man. But if I don't get selected to play, I need to perceive it as a benefit so I can move on and continue training rather than, you know, sitting there all upset and angry. So yeah, today I guess is a big day because I will find out that information, and then that will give me an idea of, you know, well, what I need to do in order to prepare for Sunday, where I'm based with this club, what the coach thinks of me, all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to today. And I don't know what it is today. I just feel tired, exhausted mentally and physically. So I've only done this, I think, twice in my life. I'm going to sit down and have a nap. I've told you guys the last time I did it, I set my timer for 20 minutes because 15 minutes is the time that people suggest for you to nap. So I'll be doing that, try and get a little bit of rest, refresh the mind and the body. But yeah, man, I think that's what I need. And I've been stretching and rolling throughout the day. I think mentally this will help a lot. So gonna have a quick nap now. Oh, woken up from a nap. I feel still a little bit tired. I don't know. I'm gonna go jump in the shower. Can I have a cold shower? Shock the body, shock the mind. Get me ready for this session. I can't, I need to be mentally ready. So, I have a whole card trip to either let the body and mind take over and decide that I'm tired, or really take control of myself and my thoughts and decide that I'm ready to go. It's gonna be tough. I'm feeling tired, man. So, cold shower time. Here we go. All right, mate, I'm off. I'm going.
Good. Training in English weather now, not Australian.
It's raining out here.
Suddenly it's cold and wet.
Oh, it's my favourite. That's what I'm looking forward to. It's going to be interesting because these guys love to play it quick. So, it's going to be even quicker today.
Yeah.
With the rain. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Go home.
I will, mate. So, I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye. See ya. So right now the Youth League Grand Final is on, which is basically the A-League top level in Australia. It's their youth teams playing against each other. So I recorded the second half because I know a fair few players who are playing, and it's good to kind of see them doing well, and it's something that I can also learn from. These guys are good players. You don't always have to learn from a pro, guys. You can learn a little bit of something from a little bit of everyone. On the road, traffic's an absolute killer, as you guys can see. Well, you guys can just see down there, that's pretty banked up. Absolutely banked up on this other side as well. I'm feeling good though, I'm feeling focused. This is the sort of weather which I absolutely love. I think I perform best in it. And we go into this session today with 2 key points. You guys can take these into your training sessions and trials as well if you like. Number 1, we got to take the advice from the last coach. He said to me, have the willingness to win the ball. So if I have the opportunity today where I'm not a bouncer and I'm on a team where I can win the ball and I'm a defender, then that's going to be a big focus of mine. Have the willingness and the mentality that I'm going to win that ball. I won't pull out of challenges. I'm going to go in there and win it. So that's number 1, big focus of mine for today. Number 2 is going to this training session with the focus on learning and improving rather than thinking, I need a sign for this team, I need a sign for this team. The more that you focus on learning and improving, the less you, I wouldn't say care, but the less worries you have about the training session and the trial and the game or whatever it may be. and that's what's going to help me perform better as well. So a few things there, I don't want to put more than 2 into my mind, because then you start thinking about a million different things. But yeah, that's what we're going to go with. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to get out there on that field and do what I love, man. I love football. Whew, how long? An hour, exactly an hour later, I have finally arrived. I feel ready. I've got my GPS tracker in my bag, charged and good to go. Don't forget, if you DM me on Instagram, there's a special hookup for that. So make sure you stay till the end of the video so you guys can see all the stats and data and what it's good for. For me now, like I said before, it's the 2 things I'm going to go focus on. I'm going to go kill this session. I'm going to come back and tell you guys I killed this session. So let's go and do exactly that. Back from the session, man. Look, good sesh. I'll get into it shortly. But man, after the session, it was someone's birthday. I think it was their 30th, and we had this big barbecue. Like, there was so much food. It was absolutely ridiculous. And I didn't have any food at home. Dad and Claire were out. Isaac and Maria weren't cooking, so I had to fend for myself. I was going to go and get a burrito, which is about like $13 or so. But because they had this like massive barbecue sort of thing, I had a lot of food, man. And it saved me from spending money. So absolutely sick. I'm so stoked with that. Now, just while we wait for my player to hook up, connect, get the feedback and the data, I'll take you guys through the session. So we get to the session, we do the same sort of warm-up. There's the reserve team, also known as the under-20s, and then there's the first grade. We do the warm-up together, which is basically like some run-throughs and some different agility work. And then after that, we separate. So the first grade do their stuff, the under-20s reserve team do their stuff. And last session, the first team had exactly 18 players. So they wanted to do a 9v9, and they also did something else. It was a sort of possession thing where I was a bouncer as well. So I was kind of like this annoying player last session where I'm that extra man. You know, he wanted to do a 9v9, but he had to get me involved. And I don't, like I said, I don't think it worked out super well. But on top of that, it wasn't exactly what he wanted to achieve. He wanted to play a 9v9 game, make it super intense, and he couldn't achieve that with a bouncer, joker player, whatever you want to call it, middleman. So today he said, Sheldon, sorry, can you please go down and train with the reserve team, because numbers just don't work out. I completely understand that. It makes sense. You know, I'm not part of the team. I'm a trialist. And I completely respect that these guys have to work on different things and work on how they're going to play with the game on the weekend. So I trained with the reserve team. We do some stuff, and it was quite good. I felt like I was probably getting more out of it because I was more involved in the session. But again, it's not with the first team. Ideally, you always want to be training with the first team. I got the results up here. I'll quickly take you guys through them. It wasn't an intense session at all, I believe. I ran 5.61 kilometers, 23.8 kilometers per hour was my top speed, 28 power runs, which is quite a lot, and then 210 meters sprint distance. Now, I found this really cool thing while I was searching through all of this sort of stuff and figuring out the app more and more. As you guys can see, the top speed was 23.8 kilometers an hour, but if you scroll down, you can see on the map where you actually hit that 23.8, and you can see the highest 5 minutes of your work as well, which is so cool. And that does it for distance as well. Where did you run the most? So for me, it was the 20th minute to the 25th minute, which was probably the warm-up where it was just constant running back and forth. But yeah, I love this sort of thing. It gives so much good feedback of the session. But like I say, with games, it's going to be super interesting to see that data. Unfortunately, I'll crack the news to you guys, I won't be playing this Sunday. I spoke with the coach afterwards and he said, sorry, I won't need you for this week. I want to give the squad players a run, which I get 100%. But the weekend after, you can play a game on the Sunday. Now, look, this is what I'll say about it. Yes, great opportunity. I'll stick with it. But at the same time, I need to be pursuing other opportunities. I don't think, and I never would, but I don't think I can rely on this one opportunity. It's a difficult club, man. Lots of very, very good players and some tough competition. These guys go out and sign all of the best players, and you know, it's not easy to crack in. I feel like I am performing well in training, but sometimes things are out of your control. So I won't be playing this Sunday. It's unfortunate. What can you do? You can sit and dwell, or you can think of the benefits and move on. Like I always say, there's no point just dwelling on things in life. So yeah, it means the opportunity. I spoke with Dad on the phone and I spoke with Pat, And we all agreed the possible opportunities that I have need to be hit 10 times harder now. I need to be ringing coaches as much as I am now and expanding that further. I need to be speaking with a whole lot of other people, trying to just get an opportunity, man. I cannot, I will always have the opportunity to drop down and play at Wakehurst where I played last year, which is good. It's playing time. I will take that if I absolutely have to, but ideally, man, I need to be in that third division of Australia, lowest. MPL2, that's going to be the aim for the next weeks now, and then we'll see where that takes us. It's a tough journey. So if there's one thing I'm learning, I'm always learning in this football life, this football journey, especially here in Australia, because that's what I'm experiencing right now, it is difficult to crack into teams. If you are trialling and the coaches don't know you, it's difficult to make it into a team because a lot of these clubs sign players before the season starts. And that's what I'm learning. I'm understanding it a bit more now. But I feel that now that I've put my name out there a fair bit, I've trialed with a few different clubs, my name is there. So if I can perform well at an MPL2 club, for example, one level below the second division of Australia, then we might be getting somewhere, man. Then we might be getting somewhere. And I keep saying it, there's a possible chance of a mid-season transfer. If I go to the second division of the MPL and let's say I score 10 goals in 10 games with 5 assists and we're top of the league. An MPL 1 team, they're not going to have the same squad. People leave back overseas, people get injured. A lot of things happen at these clubs where they need players mid-season. That may be my opening, man. Maybe my opening. So we'll see what happens. We'll sit tight and, opportunities aren't going to fall at my feet. I got to go get them. So, Team Tweety, I'm signing out. Make sure you like and subscribe now to join the journey. I'll see you around. Bye.